Okay, so this video we're going to keep going through the startup training process. So we're going to just going to show you the business model canvas and talk about what we've already done and why we've done it in this order. Now your business model canvas, you can see that it goes from 1, 2, 3 across like that. But when you're actually starting up a business, you start with 6. You start with the customers. So we've sort of gone to this one, 6, 2, looked at 3. Now we're going with 5. And now we're going to get on to number 1, which is the key partners. So this is actually the startup order based on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So it's looking at not just the 4 Ps, but the 7 Ps, the full customer service process. And you can see that that's differentiated here, or there's a line on this chart that indicates the deficiency needs, which is your 4 Ps, your marketing mix, so your product, your place, price, and promotion. And you build your business in that order. When we're looking at back on the business model canvas, which as we were talking about key partners. So you might hear people talk about, forming collaborations as an essential thing in business. Why that's an essential thing has got to do with profitability. Now you can't serve all customers. You can't provide everything for all of them. And if, as Henry Ford said, if he'd listened to his customers, he would have made faster horses. So there's a little bit of truth in that, even in today's society where people, they start off a business knowing what job they're doing, but then they lose their way because they get all these people say, oh, you should do this or you should do that. That's the time where the first people that you promote it to is actually the key partners out there in business. Now, what that relates to is you may think that it's counterintuitive, but it's got something to do with what's called a 5 forces analysis. So you've got the threat of new entrants, the bargaining power of buyers, the threat of substitute products, or the bargaining power of suppliers, and all of that comes down into that affects your competitive rivalry and how much money you have to spend on promotion and things like that. So this was the original model that developed, but what he discovered after implementing this for many years is that there was actually a 6th market force that he had to update in his theory. And the 6th market force comes down to collaborators. So when you hear people talk about networking is essential to build your business these days, even online businesses. So when we're looking at collaborators, there's certain rules in there that go into it because you don't want to be cannibalizing your business. But what you want to do is you want to be able to compete with larger companies that do everything. So particularly for small businesses and startups, they just want to focus, and I ask them the question, what is the one thing that you want to be known for, and just start selling that, and then go through the same process again of the product, place, price, or promotion to expand your range.